Yo, what's good, fans of fight fans? It's your boy JB, Trap House Boxing, back again with another video. Hey, shouts out to the whole LDBC. Smash that like and subscribe button and share the video always and leave your thoughts and comments at the end of the video. And if you're looking for that exclusive street news, go subscribe to Urban Media Fix. Hit that notification icon bell so you miss none of this heat that's been dropped from Urban Media Fix. Also, go subscribe to the Smoke City Mobcast. Hit the notification icon bell so you miss none of this heat that's being dropped every Wednesday night, 9 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time from the LDBC. All right, so this is the Robert Easter Jr. versus the Rances Barthelemy post-fight reaction. And, man, first of all, man, I'm going to start off by saying that Showtime is going to really have to take one on the chin for this headliner, you know. Well, let's start off high. All right, so in the first round, man, first 4 rounds, I gave Robert Easter the first 4 rounds. You know, simply for based on he was, pressing the action. Rances Barthelemy wasn't really busy at all. Neither guy was really, just connecting the landing, but Robert Easter was just coming forward, willing to engage more. Rances Barthelemy was just sitting back waiting on something to happen, the counterpunch, and then, but in times when Rances Barthelemy would stand there and faint in front of Robert Easter would still stand in front of him and wouldn't use a jab or anything. So it was a lot of time to think and look and posture at each other and all that, especially throughout the first half of the fight. I thought that, Robert Easter landed a few good shots in the first half of the fight. I thought he was doing better landing the jabs. The commentators were saying that, they was downplaying the jabs from both fighters. Well, really, I didn't think that Rances Barthelemy landed that many jabs at all. He was throwing a lot of, throwaway jabs, but he wasn't really, landing too many jabs. But both guys, they was trading jabs though for the most part. Not for the most part. When Rances Barthelemy was connecting in the jab department, it was mostly like they was trading when he was having success at landing a jab. But anyway, man, I thought that Rances Barthelemy, man, he just I don't know, man. I thought he bluffed his way all the way, in this fight, man. I thought he fought like a little fraudulent fight. Just being honest, man. He looked like a complete fraud in this fight. But on the same token, man, Robert Easter, it's not all Rances' fault because Robert Easter should have pressed the action a little bit more. This dude looked so much of like a fraud in the fight to where Robert Easter should have got more aggressive and jumped on him. And he might have could have forced a knockdown or something like that. But it was only a time or two when he would do that, but wasn't real successful at it. He was, landing some little glazing blows. Both guys weren't really just landing too flush on each other. You know what I mean? So, like I said, Robert Easter could have been more aggressive. He could have pressed the action a whole lot more. And when Rances Barthelemy turned southpaw, that's when he gave Robert Easter problems. Straight problems. And Robert Easter didn't make no adjustments. It was from the 5th round all the way pretty much on out through the whole fight. Robert Easter didn't make no adjustments really until like the last round round or so of the fight. I mean, he made minor. He made adjustments. He stopped. All right, this is what I'm saying. Like when Rances Barthelemy turned southpaw, Robert Easter Jr. kept moving to let me see. He kept moving to his left the whole fight, pretty much. Well, for a good amount of rounds, from say from the 5th round to about like the 8th or the 9th round. But the thing was, you know, he wasn't when Rances Barthelemy turned southpaw. Instead of him getting aggressive and throwing his right hand more and going to his right some and doubling up on his right hand, he would just move, try to stay out of harm's way, because Rances Barthelemy was throwing a looping, awkward left hand. He couldn't really, pinpoint where the angle it was coming from. So, but I mean, he was throwing the same shot all night. Didn't do nothing different, pretty much, as in Rances Barthelemy I'm talking about. And Robert Easter really didn't do anything different either. Both of these guys fought a cautious fight. And see, this is the thing with I don't like about some of these fights, especially like headliner fights. You got guys like this, man, they not saying that they want to look pretty, but it seems, the style that they fighting, they be too reluctant to let their hands go, instead of getting aggressive and fighting. They already not throwing combinations. They throw 1 or 2 punches and they try to make it look pretty, and they getting out of harm's way. Both of these guys was pretty much fighting out of range, pretty much the whole fight. And to be honest with you, man, the fight was kind of like a snooze fest. I'm telling you, this wasn't a good look for Showtime, man. I'm telling y'all, it was not a good look for Showtime. This should have been on the undercard. This fight definitely should have been on the undercard. But I agree with the draw pretty much. I mean, or you could say Robert Easter edged it off. I don't know, man. Like I said, Robert Easter was coming forward, but it was a lot of times he wasn't aggressive enough. And Rances Barthelemy, he was just in there just to fraud his way to the scorecards and end up getting the draw. He didn't do anything special either. Neither guy did anything. Truth be told. But like I said, if you want to look at it from at times of the fight, who looked like they was gaining a little bit more. Well, I ain't gonna say gaining momentum, because Rances Barthelemy did look like he was gaining momentum in the second half of the fight. So you could give him a tally on his side on that one. But as far as like looking like who was doing the most in the fight was Robert Easter, kind of, certain times of the fight. So he got more of the oohs and ahs. But like I say, neither one of these guys was landing flush like that. So, just a regular fight, man. Nothing spectacular happened. But I don't want to see them run these. I don't want to see these guys run this bout back. I'm cool on this fight. Robert Easter Jr., he don't need to fight Sideshow Bob again. It's just not a good stylistic matchup. Barthelemy is a guy you got to put pressure on. Because if you don't put pressure on him, he ain't going to work. He just going to sit back and dance and float around and bounce around and bluff his way, like I say, all the way to a decision. Try to outpoint you and look flashy and just do a whole bunch of nothing. You know what I mean? That's what it is. Just a whole bunch of nothing. And he know he been there doing a whole bunch of nothing too. So I don't know. I don't want to see this fight again, man. I want to see both guys just go ahead and move on and find other opponents to fight. You know, I already kind of figured this fight was going to be like this. That's why I didn't really talk about it. You know, and I didn't know how Robert Easter was going to be looking for coming out the Mikey fight, how aggressive he would be. So, you know, I just kind of stayed away from this fight, man. I kind of figured it'd be a draw, though, but whatever. But y'all let me know what y'all think, though. I know don't nobody else want to see this fight again, because I damn sure don't. You know what I mean? But it is what it is, though, man. But this your boy, JB, Trap House Boxing. What you waiting on? Subscribe to the channel. Like, share the video, always. And I'll holler at y'all. And make sure you hit that notification icon bell so you don't miss the jab session that I drop. Peace.